Hello YouTube. It's been a while, about 2 years. I thought it would be funny if I remade the video where I had my friends ask me questions because a lot of things have changed since I made the first video. First, I would like to start with the things that have changed. I turned 17 and 18, currently 18. I graduated high school, crazy. I'm in college, go to community college, and I'm a psychology major. I don't have purple hair anymore. It's red now. Just thought I would begin with that. If there was a movie that was made about you, who would you want to play you? Either Haley Steinfeld or Caitlin Denver. Honestly, good choices. But I don't look like either of those people. I did try and figure out what celebrity I do look the most like using this face app thing. And it said that I look like Dua Lipa and Selena Gomez. I don't know. So I'm gonna stick with Haley Steinfeld. But if you could eat at any fast food restaurant for the rest of your life, which one would it be? At Chick-fil-A. I don't really know if that counts as fast food. Yes, Chick-fil-A counts as fast food. I would probably say the same thing. Or Wawa, if Wawa counts as fast food. How long have you been dancing? I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, so about 13 years. Although about 15 years I had been dancing. Sadly, last year was my last year of dancing. I am taking a dance class next semester, so I'm very excited about that. If you could know the answer to any question, what question would you ask? I honestly don't know. No! This is really easy for me. What happens after we die? That might be really morbid, but like, honestly, if I could know that answer, that would be pretty cool. Who's your celebrity crush? Joshua Bassett. No, because that girl went down bad for Joshua Bassett. And honestly, Joshua Bassett makes a lot more sense than my current celebrity crush, which is Sebastian Stan. Now, if you know me in real life, you absolutely know that I'm damn bad for that man. Significant age gap, because I believe he's like 38, 39. If the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. What is your favorite hobby? Literally dancing in my room by myself, just like jamming out to my own music. In my opinion, I have really good music taste. I never did that. Anyway, but now I would say writing in my journal. You guys will be proud of me. Hold on. I have never completed a journal, and my goal has been to complete this journal. And look, I don't have that much left. What is your favorite animal? Favorite animal is probably a polar bear or a sea turtle. Probably still a sea turtle. Also, stingrays. I like stingrays. Oh my gosh. Some capybaras. I'll put a picture. They're so cute. I would love to snuggle one. What is your favorite thing about yourself? I am obsessed with my hair. I stand by that statement, but I needed a change. I needed something. Also, my hair's a lot shorter now, and I like it a lot better. But I like the red. I also have current bangs now, but they're like behind my whatever. I'll put a picture of what it actually what it looks like when it's clean. Who is your current crush? I'm not really crushing on like anybody right now. See, that girl was lying. Well, okay. I don't think I've ever actually genuinely liked anyone, like genuinely had feelings for someone. But I would say back then, she did think she had a crush on someone. Currently, no. And I honestly don't think I ever have. If you were an animal, what animal would you want to be? But I feel like I would want to be a bird. I would want to be a dog or a cat. Although I feel like a cat suits my personality much better than a dog does, because I'm not very friendly and I'm not very sociable. What is your least favorite thing about quarantine? I don't like anything about this quarantine, but not being able to see my friends is definitely the worst thing. Well, I'm not in quarantine anymore because, like I said, it's been 2 years since I made this video, but COVID is still alive and well. I honestly don't think that 16-year-old me would expect COVID to still be around 2 years later, but who is your favorite person? My favorite person is all of my friends. I don't have one favorite person. See, now that's awkward because most of the people that I was friends with back then, I'm not friends with now. I'm only friends with 3 of the people that I was friends with back then. Bella, Hannah, and Caitlin. They are my ride or dies. They've been with me everything, and they've never ditched me or anything, and I'm extremely grateful for them. My mom, love her. I'm so grateful for her. She's another one of my favorite people. So I'd say those 4 people are my favorite people. Name a moment that changed your life, good, bad. A bad one is definitely losing my mama. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. A bad one. Another bad one, obviously, COVID, living through a pandemic. One of the, I would argue, the best decisions I've made in life was going to community college instead of going away. Like, I think that the environment is so much better for me, especially because I'm extremely introverted and don't like to socialize. What would you do if you met Joshua Bassett? I would literally like cry. I'm really not a huge fan of him now, so let's change it. What would you do if you met Sebastian Stan? First, I could just die happy at that point. I would ask if I could get a picture, obviously. I would love to ask him a question. What question would I ask? I have no idea. But I would love to just give a full-length interview with him. I think I would internally freak out because he is also socially awkward. So I would internally freak out because I wouldn't want to freak him out, you know? What is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? That one is a really deep question. I have seen many beautiful like sunsets, and of course my friends are beautiful. Oh my god, I swear to god, it says it again. I don't know why I said that was a deep question. Again, my friends and my beautiful mother are beautiful beings. Bruno, my dog, is extremely handsome. I have the questions written down, right? I wrote the candle vid. Yeah, it's a pretty beautiful video. I want to get it tattooed. It's a video of these 2 candles burning, and there's a twine holding them together, and the twine begins to burn, and like at the last second it like fully breaks. I had such a visceral reaction to it. I don't know why. I don't know why I have such a strong connection to this video, but every time I see it, I just want to bawl my eyes out. Would you rather be lied to, save your feelings, or would you rather be told the truth and it hurt your feelings? I honestly would want them to tell me the truth. See, she knew something. I would much rather be told the truth than lied to, because trust is a thing that is earned, not given. What is your all-time favorite memory? Last year I had a Christmas like party kind of thing with all my friends, and we did like a family photo shoot, and that was the best thing ever. The Christmas family photo shoot thing is a really fun memory, but my all-time favorite memory has since changed. I went to Disney World with Caitlin in January of 2022. I can express to you how much I needed that trip. Going and then being there with one of my best friends was like just the absolute best. So that's probably my all-time favorite memory ever. I hadn't been to Disney World in around 4 years, so it was a lot of fun. If you could get a tattoo, what would you get? It's like, I'll insert a picture here. Surprise, Sade. I have 3 tattoos actually. Should we do a little tattoo tour? Let's do it. Okay, my first one, you can't really see it. I'll put a picture. So the words right here, it says love you most. It's a matching tattoo with me and my mom. That's my first one. She has love you more, and she had always wanted a tattoo, and I was like, why don't we get matching ones? And then about 2 months later, we got a heart and the arrow added onto it at Venue Tattoo with Genevieve. She's done all my tattoos. Then my second one, 2 butterflies and then flowers. And I originally got it just because I thought it was pretty, but I think now I've like gotten a meaning with it. Butterflies are a symbol of growth and change. There's also a really good song called Butterfly Response, or yeah, something like that. Really good song, and it's basically about letting someone go that's passed. So I thought that was it's a good meaning. And my third one which is like similar to what I thought my first tattoo would have been. She's probably my favorite tattoo. It's a wave and it has a little seagull. My mom loved the beach, and so I knew I wanted to get a wave or something to do with the beach to honor her memory. I mean, my mom also had those matching, but I knew I wanted to get something in her memory, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I want to get more. So what was your first pet's name? I actually had 2 dogs and 1 cat. My one dog was named Buddy, and he was a mutt. My other dog was Trouble, and she was a German Shepherd. And then my cat's name was Tiger. He was a black or a brown tabby cat. Obviously my answer hasn't changed because you can't have another first pet, but I'll just do all the pets I've had. So I had Buddy, Trouble, and Tiger, and since then I had my dog Luke. We had him for a while, and then he passed in 2018. And then a cat named Cheerio. He was recently put down last year, not by us. I don't want to get into it. And then now I have my dog Bruno, and he is doing well. But now 3 years later, he's finally grown to love me. What is your favorite mythical creature? Definitely a dragon. I would say it's still a dragon, maybe a fairy. Who is your favorite Disney sidekick? My favorite Disney sidekick is definitely Ray from Princess and the Frog. Still love Ray. I also want to get a tattoo of a dragonfly, not specifically for Ray. What is your favorite color? Purple? Probably still purple, but I also like yellow. Bruno in the back room barking. 2018/2019. 2019 was probably the best. Summer of 2021 was probably the best times. And 2022 has been pretty good as well, even though it's only April. But when are you allowed to watch rated R movies? If I ask, like, I literally just have to ask, like, hey, can I watch this? Because I have seen Logan, Joker, Edge of 17, and Brightburn. Bruno has decided to join us for this question. I can watch them whenever I want. I'm 18. I can go to the movie theaters, I can watch it. I can be here and I can watch it. I like thriller movies, not necessarily like horror. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a horror fan, but like I said, like I'm a thriller kind of movie fan. And also, one of my favorite movies now, Fresh, with Sebastian Stan and Daisy Edgar Jones. It's so beyond bizarre and so beyond weird. I can't explain it, but it's really good. I think I should make a video about like just explaining my favorite movies, because I could literally just go on and on. Speaking of, what is your favorite movie? All the Bright Places, Get Out, Greatest Showman, Up, Tangled, Darkest Minds, Split, Glass. Like, I like so many movies. I did the TikTok trend where it's like, in order to date me, you have to watch these 7 movies, and so this is my list. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Fantastic, great movie. Probably the best movie I've ever watched, so I definitely recommend. Tangled, but I mentioned that before. Shutter Island. Like I said, I'm a psychology major. I eat that stuff up. Such an interesting movie, and it's just great. It's fantastic. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Like I said, I'm a big Marvel fan now, way more than I was back then. Yeah. Also Shang-Chi, the best Marvel film ever. Little Women, the 2019 version, with like Timothée Chalamet, Saoirse Ronan, and Watson. Great movie, great characters, great storytelling. It's a really good movie. Beautiful Boy, another Timothée Chalamet. What can I say? I really love him. Again, I'm a psychology major, so the way that addiction is portrayed, and it does a really good job with not only being dramatic, but also showing what these people really go through. Split, obviously, so good. And The Truman Show. I don't know what it is about that movie. It's just so fascinating to me. I think it gives the same vibes as The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Those 2 movies give off the same vibe, and they both have Jim Carrey, so I really enjoyed both of those movies. If you could go any place during any time, when and where would you go? New Orleans in the 20s. I like probably the music, the culture. I don't know. It just interests me. That's a good answer, but if I had to say what my answer is now, I would say New York in the 40s. If you know, you know. No, I'll explain. Or that's when Bucky Barnes like lived, and that's when he was happy. So I would much rather reminisce in his happiness than his time in The Winter Soldier. Again, it's Sebastian Stan, and Bucky Barnes is my favorite character of just all time. What is your favorite TV show? 911, New Amsterdam, For Life, A Million Little Things, All Rise, oh my god, SVU. I mean, I like all of those shows still, but For Life and All Rise are not on anymore. My top ones now are 911, New Amsterdam, A Million Little Things, SVU, of course, Ozark. If you haven't watched Ozark, stop watching this video and go watch it, and then come back, because it's a fantastic show. In the Virgin, 13 Reasons Why. Don't even get me started on that show. Would your 10-year-old self be proud of you? I think that she would be, because I have definitely grown as a person. I think she'd be proud that I have purple hair. I think my 10-year-old self would be disappointed that I'm not becoming a teacher. I don't know, I'm definitely a different person than I was even 2 years ago, so I don't know necessarily proud versus not proud, but like surprised. Even my 16-year-old self would probably be surprised at the person that I am today. If you could travel to any place, where would you go and why? I would travel to Costa Rica. It's a beautiful place. I also like the Spanish language. Now, I would love to travel to Greece. Live out my Mamma Mia dreams, because I just recently watched those movies because Hannah literally like made me watch them, and yeah, they've influenced me. What is your favorite school memory? Minithon, any of the dances, but especially Snowball. Like, Snowball was one of the best dances I've ever been to. I would definitely say Snowball was definitely up there. But I have to say prom. Prom was really, really fun, actually. I literally had no expectations going into it, considering I literally hadn't been in school for a year and a half. And I wasn't really expecting anything fantastic, but it was actually a really, really, really good time. My favorite place is the beach, like any beach. Like Outer Banks is the most awesome place ever. Love my Outer Banks fam. My favorite place is the beach, specifically in the ocean. I don't really like just hanging in the sand and sunbathing. I haven't been to Outer Banks in 3 years, so to be honest, I don't really miss it very much, but it would be nice to go back. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Oh my gosh, and how could I forget? Obviously Disney World. Disney World is just amazing. One of my favorite places to be ever. If I could just live in Disney World, I would. And that concludes this reintroduction video.